I think I'd like to say my eyes are bigger than my stomach, but I think my stomach's bigger than my eyes.
I dropped a dumbbell, skid down the side of my head, and then messed up my shoulder.
Whereas if I was left to my own devices, I would be probably 260 pounds. Question 3 is, what are some of your biggest personal fitness mistakes, if any? I always find learning from other people's mistakes is helpful. So I'll go first. I can't say I have a ton. I thought about this. I read it a little bit early and cheated, and I spent some time thinking on it. I think for me, my biggest mistake would be overeating at dinner or over ordering. And I mentioned this before. I love food. I think I'd like to say my eyes are bigger than my stomach, but I think my stomach's bigger than my eyes. I could eat very easily 5,000 to 6,000 calories every day, no issues. Like I would be down. Like it would not serve me. It is not good. And because of that too, like I get really excited the premise of having a ton of food. But what's bad with that is if you just go sometimes after and then you track it and you're like, oh my gosh, I had 2,000 calories, I'm over. So for me, the easiest fix here and like where this isn't a problem whatsoever is just pre-logging my food. And that's why I love tracking my macros, because it takes all this guesswork out. It takes all this guilt out. So if I want to have like a fun dinner, like a lean beef pasta or something, I can know exactly how much I can have, whether it's a plate, whether it's a plate and a half, 2 plates, or half a plate, whatever it is. I can make that kind of work and remove that guilt or question it. And if I have a smaller portion, I'll kind of nurse it, eat it a little bit slower, enjoy it. But I can eat it guilt-free because I have that tracked in. Whereas if I was left to my own devices, I would be probably 260 pounds because once again, I can eat and I love food. Of course, I train hard and all these things, but for me, it's like a capping mechanism. And some people are like that, right? You're kind of all or nothing. And like, I'm very much that way. And I think I could eat quite a lot, but to me, it's such an easy solution. I'm so thankful for pre-logging because it just takes all that guesswork out. I know like, okay, this is the level of calories I need to be at to maintain, to bulk, or to cut. So this is just exactly where I need to be. I can get it tracked in. I can enjoy it guilt-free. I can have my favorite foods. I can have fun foods. So I'd say that's my biggest mistake, but there is a very easy solution there.
This is such a tough one because I am not perfect. I have a lot of mistakes I feel like I've made. But you know what's funny is if you were to ask me, do I regret them? My answer is no. And here's why. For me, I feel like everything I've done, I've been able to learn something from it. And I was having a conversation with my client, Kyle, Shadow Kyle. He's actually lost 15 pounds doing a shred. And now we're going through a lean bulk phase. He just renewed with me for a year and I'm excited to crush it with him. Just got some new programming sent over. And it was funny because as I was talking to him, I was saying about some mistakes I've made. And I said, you know what? I've made these mistakes so you don't have to make them. And I thought it was so powerful because I've done a lot of things in my journey and we've tried a lot and I've failed with some things and I've succeeded with a lot, but I feel like every single time it's made me a better version. And what's awesome is I can save people time. And some of the things I was sharing with him was that I did a dirty bulk, they call it a Falk, up to 207 pounds. And it was fun. I was having 5,000 calories a day. We documented on YouTube. It was great, but I was like, I wouldn't recommend it. I didn't enjoy it that much. I loved being like just super jacked and huge, but I was like getting to create the new habits afterwards from what I was doing. I was like, it was very challenging. It was very hard. Would I say that was a mistake? Not really. Would I say I, just wouldn't do it again? Absolutely. Even like different things such as the amount of times I've trained. We've tried 6 times. We've done 4 times. We've done 5 times. Like I've tried literally everything. I've tried intermittent fasting. I've tried full body. I've tried everything. And so I wouldn't say there's exactly mistakes, but there's just a lot of lessons learned along the way to make the journey easier for you guys. So when I navigate and try to help someone out, I'm like, hey, you know what? Here's what I've done before. Here's what I've noticed works, what doesn't work. Here's what I wouldn't do again. Even an injury, right? Like the time that I don't really tell the story much, but I dropped a dumbbell, skid down the side of my head, and then messed up my shoulder, and it's never been the same. I learned I got to stop ego lifting. If I pull my back doing a deadlift, I got to stop ego lifting. It's a good reminder. So while these are mistakes, these are reminders that I feel like have been necessary to make me become the smartest and best version of myself. And I have a countless amount of stories where I just kind of messed up and just wasn't perfect, or, went in like when I should have taken a rest day and listened to my body, but I didn't, and then fill in the blank. But these things happen. It's a part of the process. I'd like to say that I've done it so that way I can educate you guys. And when I talk to you one-on-one within your fitness journey and you ask me advice about what to do when you're sick, or you have a potential injury that took place, or, you're wondering what to do calorie wise, I'm like, I can navigate from a sense of like, hey, I've done it, I've tried it, instead of just being like, oh, I think this is the best thing for you. So yeah, I know that's a very different answer than what people are expecting, but that's kind of my thoughts on the mistakes that I've made. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us today on this podcast. All you have to do to claim your spot, 25% off. This will be gone very, very soon. You will not want to miss out on the biggest challenge we've ever done. $2,000 cash prize, guaranteed prize upon completion, guaranteed and amazing results. Message us challenge to Instagram at Colossus Fit, COLOSSUSFIT. Thank you for tuning in today, and we'll see you in the next episode on Thursday. Peace out.